Hey guys, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. Today we are in the Exiled Lands, in map square K6, building a solo jungle base. This build is completely mod free, and is designed as a somewhat practical base for 1 or 2 players in a PvE or roleplay setting. As usual, this video is indeed sponsored by NordVPN. If you'd like to get 68% of a 2-year deal plus a month free, visit nordvpn.org/eredyt or use code eredyt at checkout. Not sure if Nord is right for you? Stick around until the end of the video for more details on how to unlock the full potential of the internet with this great deal. So, without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, I started off with, of course, the base plate. I laid down fence foundations in a 5x5 square, then building out a 3x3 on the left and right sides. I also built out a 1-tile veranda on the front and back of the tower, and then covered the fence foundations with arena ceilings on the exterior and Khitan ceilings on the interior. Next, for the walls. I firstly placed the door at the centre of the build, and then using reinforced stone frames and walls around the build, I built the walls 2 tiles high. I also used reinforced stone fences on the front and back veranda, along with placing a single staircase on the front of the build to actually access the home itself. Next, for the first floor. I built stairs up from the ground floor and covered the majority of the floor with Khitan ceilings, leaving the side rooms uncovered as they will only be 1 floor high. I used a central pillar to transfer stability upwards, and then built the walls of the floor 3 tiles high, using frames regularly to increase natural light. I also built a 4x3 room in the centre of the floor. Next, the top floor. After covering the top of the first floor with Khitan ceilings, I built stairs on the front-facing side of the build, building them up from a 1-tile balcony and onto the top floor. I built the walls of this floor 2 tiles high, and created partial balconies on each side of the floor, though I would later choose to merge the side and back balconies together, as it just made more sense. Next, for the roofs and awnings. I placed Khitan awnings over the front and back verandas on the ground floor, then building up large sloped roof gables on the side rooms. I placed Khitan roof pieces underneath the top floor balconies to smooth them into the build, and I then used Khitan slope roof pieces to build the roofs of the side rooms, again smoothing them into the build. I finally built a simple roof over the top floor, creating a square apex flat roof with a 1-tile overhang, finishing the roof off with a Khitan rooftop cap. Finally, when the shell of the build was done, it was then time to, of course, furnish. Approaching the build, I've lit the tower with hanging braziers on the interior and the exterior. Entering the build, we reach the ground floor. This floor has a small lounge as its entrance room, along with a compact yet efficient kitchen on the right hand side of the build and a small workshop on the left. I've tried to balance this build between a roleplay friendly home design and something that actually has some practical elements, hence the workshops present throughout the build. This space is far from perfect, it's not purge proof, and it definitely doesn't have some of the facilities to be able to suit the exact needs of a player in PvE, but it does a decent job of being somewhat practical and is probably a good starting point for somebody that already knows the basic rules of building in PvE. On the first floor is the Alchemy Lab. This room utilises the new large alchemy workbenches for brewing potions, salves and elixirs, and although this workstation is quite large, a room like this is actually the perfect fit for it. I think it suits really well in this room. Heading up to the top floor, we finally reach the master bedroom. This is where the player can rest and relax in comfort, along with taking in the views of the river and the jungle surrounding the base from the balconies on this floor. And there we have it, a solo jungle base in the Exiled Lands in map square K6. Thanks for watching. I enjoy making these smaller builds every now and then, and seeing as the next build is probably going to be reasonably large, this is a nice little change of pace. As I mentioned earlier, this video is indeed sponsored by NordVPN. If you want to stay safe on the internet and ensure you can't be tracked by shady individuals, all whilst being able to access Netflix, BBC iPlayer, ITV, Hulu, HBO and more regardless of where you live, all whilst maintaining blazing fast internet speeds, NordVPN is the perfect choice for you. When you use my link or discount code, you can get 68% off a 2-year deal, which comes out to $3.71 a month, an absolute bargain price for such a great service that I use almost every day. The software is a small download and it's easy to use. One click and you're both connected and protected, and you have full access to the internet. Nord also has very strict policies on protecting your data, meaning you can browse in confidence. Visit nordvpn.org/eradyt or use code eradyt at checkout to claim this huge discount and get the best VPN service available on the internet, and also help me out a lot at the same time. As always, thanks to Nord for sponsoring the video. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and let me know in the comments below if you have any build suggestions for future videos. As usual, absolutely anything is welcome. Don't forget to both follow me on Twitch and join the fun on our Discord through the links in the description. Again, don't forget you can get 68% off NordVPN when you use code eradyt at checkout, or you can go through my affiliate link in the description and pinned comment below. YouTube is currently my full-time source of income, so if you enjoy the content and would like to help support the channel so I can continue to put out the best content possible, do consider becoming a patron. There are multiple tiers of support from $1 to $20, offering many different benefits from a mention in every video to Discord roles, and even sneak peeks of every new video before anyone else. The link to my Patreon is in the description, so if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to consider becoming a patron. On that note, a thanks to our current patrons Sammy, Sadialot, Randar, Connor, Velma, Shannara and Torn. If you're new here, feel free to check out the rest of the content on the channel. There are new Conan Exiles videos coming every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you like what you see, subscribe and ring the notification bell to be the first to see the next video, and to join us on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.